every time I email you, I receive some email in the you reward me with some email which is not readable. Like, have you added a signature or something? I don't know. But can you remove it from me? Every time I send the assignment, I get an email, reply back from you. Okay, just remove that from me. Okay. Okay. Yes. Kriplani, you are sharing your screen. Yes. 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 Okay, let me see. Okay, so yes, everybody, the question that I have given in one of the lab was you need to generate a random equation, okay? Random equation, random numbers equation like 7 plus 2 or 7 minus 5 or something like that. And the user has to input the correct answer. So until and unless the user doesn't input the correct answer, constantly the input will be taken from user like that. The question was framed. Okay. Let us see what the plan is done. Can you scroll down? Okay, you have made a function. Give me the equation, all right? Okay. So what is the answer of give me the equation? Okay. Can you, okay, we got the equation from this step and user is prompted to answer it. Okay. Can you show me that function? Okay, you have used, you're comfortable with random class. Okay, fine. Okay, random numbers, fine. Okay, then you randomize the operator also. If case is 1, 2, 3, okay, good. Then it will be plus minus multiplication division. Correct. Okay, good. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, and okay. This is the what will be. Okay, correct. This is the string that you are returning. No, you're returning the answer from it. Okay, this is a string that you're just simply printing it. Okay. Okay, yes. Here the answer will be returned and the answer is checked, right? Okay. Against was what user has entered. Okay, good. Maybe you also have done the quiz program. Very good. So just give me a second. Once I'll check this. Okay, you know system.exit. Good. You know this, right, Riplani? Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, good. Yes, done. Very good, Riplani. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Nice. Yes. What if you mention incorrect answer? What will happen? Okay. Just write the integer part. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. How many tries does the user get for mentioning the incorrect answer? 3 incorrect answers. Is it okay like that? Why are you not? Okay, infinite chances you have given. Okay, fine. No problem. Yes, good. Yes, very nice. You can stop sharing. Yes, Nidhi, can you share your screen? Riplani, why aren't you talking to me? Why you are on mute always? Okay, fine. Yes, Nidhi is sharing the screen. Yes. You have done this.
I did it in some different way, like.
Okay. Okay, welcome to maths quiz. Good. Now, random number you are thinking. Okay. Then you are putting an equation, a plus b minus c. The equation for you to solve is this. A is this, B is this, and C is this. Now you are taking input of user. Okay. You are comparing the answer with the. Okay, yes. And very good. And this else it is for come back later. Okay, and the last is for entering the individual. Okay.
Ma'am,
Good, good,
I
yes.
gave this
Mhm.
want to play yes or no.
Yes, yes, yes. So it is showing you yes, now I know, right? Yes, yes. Before I move to the area part, I want to show something to you first, okay? Then we'll move to the area part.
Ma'am, here it is asking,
Yes,
welcome to the quiz, want to play yes or no.
yes, yes. Then it is
Welcome
asking me.
the equation for you to solve, where A
Yes.
is this, B is this, and C
Hmm.
is this.
Correct, correct.
Uh,
Yes.
if I enter wrong answer,
Huh, huh.
then it's say, oops, enter answer again.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You will constantly ask till you enter the correct answer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, good, good, yes. And what if initially in itself you said, no, I don't want to play then?
Then, okay, come back later.
Okay, 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 yes, yes, that is good. Thank you. Okay, okay,
This
yes.
will be printed.
Yes, 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 good, good, good. Yes, very good. Niti. Yes, yes, you can stop sharing. Okay, okay, we have started with arrays, right? In the last class, what we have done, do you remember? Hello, people who are sleeping in the class.
Yes, ma'am. Array dot length.
Okay, we have started with arrays in the class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. And in arrays, till what point we have seen arrays? Have we done any programs for arrays or what we have done?
Dot length function.
Okay, okay, dot length we have seen. Okay, for string it is different and for this array it is different. That is what we have seen, no? Okay, good, good, okay. Before we move on to that, before we continue that, I want to show you something. Uh, let me share my screen. This is something that we haven't discussed yet, but I want to show you because you will be using this concept in inputting the data from user, okay, in your projects. Okay, let it load. I have shared assignment number 3 also, okay. Now, if you feel that the questions are repeated, I think 2-3 questions you will see that they are repeated and you already have done them, okay. Then just put the solution in it accordingly. But you need to submit all of them, that is for sure, okay. Also, read the questions. You still have 3-4 days. Read all the questions, okay. In case of the queries, you can contact me in the class itself, right? Okay, contact me in the class itself if you have any queries. Yes. What I wanted to show. Okay, somebody is messaging. Okay, should the assignments be handwritten? No, 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 no. No need to be handwritten. What? See what? Yes. What? Okay. What you need to do is see. There will be these assignments that I am giving you. No, but they are not a part of your lab manual. Okay. The lab manual is something that you have to submit at the end of the semester. That could be in writing format also. Okay, that we haven't discussed internally yet. We could make you write those programs also. But for now, what you need to do is in the next lab that you will have in OPJ, remind me if I'm not able to recollect. You remind me. I will share the lab manual with you. The lab manual is nothing but the list of programs that you need to submit in form of Marwadi University submission at the end of the semester. Okay. But the assignment I'm giving, they're totally different from that. There is no combination of both of them. Okay. They both are completely different. Assignments are something that I'm giving you the deadline for that, and you need to finish it before the deadline. Okay. But the lab manual is something that is going to carry forward throughout the semester till the end of the semester. Okay. Once you do a concept, some 2-3 programs are there based on that concept, and you do them. Okay. And for that, we are going to keep a submission link of Google Classroom. I've already done with one of the batches today. I'll create one more class, the different batch class I'll create, and you have to post the assignment on that. Okay. That will be your lab manual classroom. Google Classroom for lab manual. Okay. The Marwadi University submission manual. That is for that. Now, these assignments that I'm giving you, extra assignments that you have to submit, for that I can share a Google Drive link or Google Classroom link, whatever you feel comfortable. That will be different. That will be I'll be creating one whole assignment link for complete class, not batch wise. Okay. one link for whole class, anybody can submit in that. The complete class can submit in that. Okay, that I'll create and I'll share that link with you. All right. Not, but for now you, okay. So we have to submit the zip or RAR file. No. You need to submit it one by one. Can't you upload the programs one by one? The planning, right? Whatever.
हम ऑप्शन डालोगे 1 by 1 सबमिशन का तो हम कर पाएंगे उसमें.
Oh, okay. Is it so? Okay,
yes,
okay.
अगर आप पूरे फोल्डर की परमिशन दोगे तो हम पूरा वो भी डाल सकते हैं.
You can zip the folder and upload like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
तो एक ही जगह पे सब आ जाएगा. इसलिए आपको इजी पड़ेगा मैम.
Okay. Then at the end of the lecture, we'll see to it one more time. Okay. Okay. At the end of the lecture, we'll see to it how to, how shall I do that? Let us see first. Okay. Is it possible to upload one by one, or is it possible to upload as a whole zip folder? But for this lab manual submission, what you need to do? You need to create a Word file, MS Word file for now, and put question number 1 and its answer and the screenshot of that output. Okay. In this lab manual thing. Here you don't need to keep the screenshot. Assignment, you don't need screenshots for that. You just need to perform the program and show it to me. That's all. Okay. But for this lab manual, the question number 1, the question itself, then the solution to it, and then at the last screenshot of what you have executed. That is the sequence. Okay. All right. Okay. Any questions in this? Are you getting what we are going to do? Hello. Okay. Tushar, you were absent in the lab, but why?
I woke up late today.
Why you were absent in the... very good.
Sorry.
See? So you are still asleep, or you have woken up. What is
No,
the
ma'am,
smell?
I was in a function last night. I came home about 2 or 3. So that's why.
Okay. So now you are completely awake, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen, Tushar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, so what I wanted to show it to you before we move on to the array part, I want to show how to take inputs in form of strings, okay, from user. All right. You already know the integer input by, nextInt function of similar class, right? NextInt will get you the integer input, right? Same way, you have a function next, and you also have a function next line. You have 2 functions to input strings from user. Okay. If I enable this, let us first enable the first one. You need to tell me the difference, okay, between both of them. All right. I am running the program. Okay, I am mentioning. Okay, wait. Oh, there is some other program which I have to run. Oh, in first it is taking integer, no? Okay, integer. This is class TP1 plus TO1. Okay. I am putting this string here, okay? And then I am pressing enter. So what it is storing in this next function, can you tell me? What is the use of next function?
It will store the string where you enter in the next line.
Yes, I have entered a string in the next line. Okay, fine. Even if I comment it out, it is only accepting the string, right? It is used to accept the string from user. But I entered a full statement. What it is storing? It is storing only the first word, right? Did you see what it is storing?
Only the first word.
Exactly. Now, if I change this to next line, okay, then let's run this file. Now I am putting the whole string here, okay? Now it is storing the complete string inside it, right?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Are you getting the difference between next and next line?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? Yes. The use of next is to extract single words. Only the first word itself, okay? However big statement you're entering, if you want to input full name of user, right? If you want to input the scenario like ABC is the name and XYZ is the surname, then you will need this next line input, because next line will not break until user presses enter. Whatever you are entering in form of spaces, how many spaces you are entering, even if you mention /t in between, right? If you are putting 5 spaces in between, however spaces are there, all these spaces are counted in next line, okay? But as soon as you press enter, next line will end, and whatever you have entered before pressing the enter key is saved in this string variable input, and it is printed over here, okay? But the next function will only extract the first word that you are entering, okay? It will ignore whenever it encounters the first white space. First white space meaning the first space it encounters, no. Before that only whatever is written over here is stored in input and it is printed, and whatever way you want to use it, you can use it, okay? Okay, but it is up to you now. See, there is program dependent. How do you want to work? Okay, if you are inputting just keywords like yes and no from user, then you may not need this whole statement input like next line. You can just use next also, okay? But are you clear with this next line first? Then I can move on to the second.
Yes,
topic,
ma'am.
Second topic. Okay, are we clear with the next line? Okay, okay. Sushil Prasad, yes. Okay, good. Nidhi, yes. Aditya, Bhanushali, Maheshwari is there. Avdeep. Okay, Maniyar. Okay, good. Okay. Now, if I want to input characters from user, you know that next int is for inputting this integer from user, right? If let me show the sequence. Let me show this. See, you have next boolean, next byte, next float, integer, long, you have short, but you don't have next char, right? There is no such method as next character, okay? The reason is that you are able to extract the first character that user enters by the use of this string itself, right? If you think about it, whatever string you are entering, whatever string that user enters here, right? Whatever string he is entering here, if you want to get the character out of it, you can call caret method. In the last class, we have seen this caret method. What I'm doing, what I'm calling the chain of functions here, right? What I'm doing here is inputting a string from user, that string dot caret, right? I am not saving this string anywhere. What I am saving now is character ch that user has inputted from, from the keyboard. When I am using scan.next, user is capable of entering some string over here, which is going to be a single word, okay? Of that word, from that word, I am calling another function here. I am calling the chain of functions without saving this input in any variable. I am not saving the string input in any variable. No, I am calling one more function over here, caret 0. Now this will return a character, so I am saving it inside a variable of type character. Are you getting this? You are calling chain of functions here. This will input string from user. Of that string, you can extract the first positioned character by caret 0. Okay. So if user is entering, say for example, let me run this. If user is entering yes as the first word here and he presses enter, then caret 0 will be the first character, right? Why? If I change this to 2, it will show me the last character, right? Whatever user is entering, it will show me the last character. You can extract characters from string itself, so they haven't mentioned a method like nextchar. Mind this, huh? Nextchar is not a method in scanner class. You can get this character, you can extract them by using the caret function, so they haven't mentioned the nextchar method over here. Next and next line are there, but nextchar is not there. Also, the same thing you are doing with next, you can do the same thing with next line also, okay? If you want to access the first character out of it, doesn't matter. Say for example, you are entering the string, yes sir, and you want y out of it, then you can extract it by using caret 0. Next line or next doesn't matter. If I mention here, caret 5, then whatever is the 6th character will be extracted from here, okay? It depends how you want to extract characters from string like this. So whatever is the input here, I am not saving it in a variable. If I wish to break this statement in 2 different parts, how will I do? Till so far it is clear, but so far is it clear what we are doing here? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Only Tushar is answering. Other everybody is
Yes, ma'am.
unmute
No,
yourself
ma'am.
and
Yes,
talk. If you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, good. Many people are awake, right? You are not stuck with your heavy breakfast and you are not sleeping, right? You all are awake?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, so what I am telling now, if I want to save it somewhere, then the same statement can be we can break it down in two different statements like this. Suppose string s, okay, scan dot next line, okay, fine. I want with shift line, but now s dot caret 0. Okay, and then I'll save it in some character ch1. Both the statements, I'm combining both the statements and I'm using this. If you're comfortable with this method, nobody will stop you. Both is same only, no? Both statements are same. Here you are calling function in turn again a function. You are calling function inside a function. Okay, chain of functions, not inside a function, but chain of functions is executed over here. Okay, same thing is here also. Here you are saving the string somewhere else in some string s variable, and then you are calling it. Okay, whatever you are comfortable with, you can use this. Now, application of this, where will you use this? The same thing that Kripalani has shown, no? Same thing that Nidhi has shown. If you want to create a switch case that will accept character, and you want to create, cases like plus or minus or whatever cases you want to make, right? Or you want to check that if whatever user has entered, if that is equals to y, or if you want to remove the case sensitivity, if ch1 is equals to small y, then continue with the program. Do some step to continue with the program. In that scenario, you can use this kind of sequence, right? If user is entering, yes, I want to hear the, if user is saying, I want to hear the menu again, I want to read the menu again, then what input you are taking from user, this input you are comparing it like this. Okay, are you getting? Then repeat the steps again. Or you can put this in the termination condition of some while loop also. In do while also you can use it like this. Do this steps, show the menu to user, again ask for some input, whether he is asking to, see the menu or not. If he's saying Y or if he's saying capital Y, then repeat the menu again. In that case also you can use this. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting the applications of this? Okay. Are you getting? Everybody is awake, right? We are getting what I'm telling you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So far, any questions in next line caret method extracting characters out of string? Any questions so far? No. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. Now we can move to array. Do you have energy for that? Do you want to move to array? Do you want to continue with array or do you want to, okay, do you want to continue with array? Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, in the last class, we just have seen, a simple program, I guess. One simple program I think I've shown you, but I'll again redo it because I don't want to take things, so fast. But if you have any questions, you just stop me and tell me, okay, in case you have any questions, okay. We have seen this in the last class also, I'm just repeating it, okay. To create an array always starts with 0, okay. Array index starts with 0 till whatever is the last character. It is going to be at n-1 if n is the length of the array, okay. The last index that an array can take is always n-1. If n is equals to 5, then it can store the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the last element will be always at index of 4, which is nothing but n-1. Okay. That is one thing to think about. Another thing is how to create arrays in Java. Okay. To create any kind of array in Java, the syntax for creating array is what? Same as you create the variable. Okay. For what data type you want to create an array? Okay, data type name you have to mention. Okay, then name of the variable you are mentioning, same way you need to mention name of the array with this square brackets. The reason you are mentioning square brackets is this is a variable, but this is an array now. Okay, variable, array. To differentiate between variable and array, we use this square brackets, okay, to differentiate between both of them. Now, if I want to create, say for example, array for storing all the roll numbers of your class, okay, I am declaring in the system that roll number is going to be a variable of type array. It is not going to be a simple variable, okay. This is method number 1, creating array, method number 1, okay. I am declaring that this is going to be a variable of type integer, array variable, not a simple variable. But I want to allocate size to it, okay, is equals to new. I want to allocate size for this integer type of array, and I want to allocate 100 as the size of the array. This means that roll number is going to be an array of type integer, and integer 100 blocks are assigned to this. Integral 100 blocks are assigned to this array, okay. If the array is of type float, then floating point 100 blocks are assigned to it. Why we are repeating here integer again? Why we are repeating data type again here? You are assigning 100 blocks of size 4 bytes. If it is a float, you are assigning 100 blocks, but of floating point data type, which can have decimals also. Okay. This khana that you are creating, this boxes that you are creating, all these are of type integers if the array is of type integer. Okay. You are mentioning it over here again. Okay. And this allocation is done at runtime with the help of new keyword, which we are going to explore this more in the classes always, of course, but still at runtime, it is going to allow this allocation will never happen compile time. Imagine if there is an array of 1 lakh size or 10,000 size. If the compiler is just compiling it and then not executing, if you don't execute the program, then all this memory that is allocated during compile time is wasted. Okay, that is the reason all these big objects like all this reference data type, like all the complex or the non-primitive data types like array or class, they have memory only when you run the program. They will not be allocated memory when you compile the program, because it is wastage of the memory if you don't use it. Okay, so it is allocated only at runtime. Same if you create the size of 100, this memory is occupying 100 into 4 bytes, okay, of memory, right? That is nothing but 400. One more thing, capital B is always byte and small b is always bit, okay? In programming, you will see this in this interview questions also. If somebody is mentioning small b, it is always by bits, and capital B means always bytes. Okay, again, see this whenever you are, when you are facing such questions, capital B is always byte, this is always bits. Okay. Now, so far clear? So far, any questions? How to create array? Hello? No. Okay. I'm taking only one is answering. Okay, good. Okay, fine. This is one way of creating the array. I'm just creating the array, okay. Another method of creating array, method number 2 is I am creating the same array, okay, roll number, or say for example, I am creating the array of marks, fine. I am combining both these two statements, okay. I am combining both the statements. I am creating a variable, declaring that roll number is going to be an integer array, and then allocating memory for it. Or I can combine both the statements, declaration and allocation of memory, both. Mind well, this is not initialization, okay? English terms, initialization. This is not initializing the array, okay? This is allocating the memory for this array. Initialization in variables, declaration is this, initialization is this, okay, in variables. But in array, declaration, allocating the memory, and once the memory gets allocated, then you assign values to it. So then comes the part of initialization. Till now, there is no initialization in the array, okay? But when you can also combine both the statements. But when you are mentioning it in a different statement, once you are mentioning square bracket, you need not to mention the square bracket again over here, okay? Also, you can change the position of the square brackets, okay? Here also, it is not an error. You can put it after space also, not an error. You can even put it before also, not an error, okay? It is not an error at all. Integer array, it is read out as integer array named as marks, okay? Integer array named as roll number. The position of the brackets doesn't matter. Same way here also, in string R's also, the position of the brackets doesn't matter at all. String array named as labeled or tagged as AR. Okay, string array. Are you getting? The position of the brackets will not matter, but here it will matter because you are assigning the size to it. But initially, when you are creating the array in declaration, the orientation of the bracket doesn't matter at all.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all awake? Are you getting this? What I'm telling here? Okay, good. Another method. Now, whenever you are creating array like this, okay, you are not going to enter these records manually. If I start entering marks of 0th student is 10 point, okay, it is integer, no? Okay, 10 marks of the first student, okay, means the second student initially, this is index 0, okay, but position is always 1. Same here, index is 1, but position is 2, roll number 2 in short, okay, roll number 1, roll number 2, okay. Now this, if I'm giving marks 1, I can assign marks here itself like this, okay, but repeating the same statement for or till marks of 99th index, right, which is index 99, but roll number will be 100th roll number, right? This is very critical. No, it is impossible. This is same like creating 100 variables and assigning 100 values to it, right? That is the reason we eliminate this. The reason why we use for loop or any kind of loop in the world in array is you don't want to repeat the same statement again and again, okay? The reason is that only to remove the statements which are redundant in the program, redundancy of the program. I'm removing it, okay? I can use any kind of loop to initialize this, okay? To initialize or to give values to this array, I can use a for loop. I'll come to that point later on, but another method for creating array is by giving some static values to it. Say, for example, I'm mentioning one more, enrollment number and ENR number. Okay, just ENR. I'm creating one more array, ENR array. I'm creating here. Okay, new integer. Same. I'm creating 100 size. Okay, I can assign the values here itself if you want. You can assign the values comma separated here itself, okay? Automatically, whatever is the value given here, automatically the size of this array will be created in the backend. You need not to 09, no, it's actually a capital number, okay, let me have it, 90 also, okay. Oh, one more thing, 09, you know, the numbers that start with 0, they are not integers in programming, okay? If you start a number with 0, it means it is going to be an octal number. I'm going to open this complete word in the programs that you will see. I've given, programs. I'll show it to you. But numbers cannot start with 0. Huh? In mathematics, you can start any number with 0. You can write this number in mathematics, okay? But in programming, in integers, you cannot mention numbers like this. This is not decimal. This is not the base 10 number, okay? It is base 8 number. You'll see to it later on, not now, but keep it in your pocket, okay? But still, you can create arrays like this, okay? When you create array like this, whatever are the values, you can give comma separated values. Same way, if you want to create some character array, CH array, I can give comma separated characters over here, like this, okay? What is the size of this array? Runtime, it is shown in the backend only. You need not to give the size over here. If you want to give the size, give it like this. If you want to have a static initialization like this, possible, okay? Same initialization with a string also possible. Like I want to store all the names in string, okay? ABC is the first name, another name, okay? Whatever name you want to store, you can store it like this. Are you getting what I'm doing here? Hello? People are awake?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So you can have dynamic initialization also, or you can have static initialization also, okay? But in either of the cases, later on, you cannot change the size of the array. What I mean to say is, if, let me show one small example to you. What is the size of this array? Can you tell me? What is the size of this array?
3.
3, right?
M3.
Correct. The size is 3. Good. So what is the last element's index?
2.
2. Right? Correct. Yes. So this is the last element's index. Okay. If I want to change it, I can change it, of course. Okay. Arrays are manipulated. You can manipulate the arrays. They are mutable. I am changing. I am replacing name of 2 with AB. So henceforth, if I try to print this, I'm not doing it right now, but I'll show you. If I try to print, it is going to print AB. But now, if I want to create a new index over here, okay, and I want to name it as some value, then when you run the program, it is going to show the error that this does not exist. Array index out of bound on line number 24. This index third doesn't exist, okay. You cannot increase or decrease the size of the array, okay. However, if you want to increase the size of the array, how to do that, we'll see. How to grow and shrink, but without using the third backup array, it is not possible. I'm telling you here itself, okay. Without the help of another backup array, where you can copy the names and you can do the jugaad, without that, it is not possible, okay. But array size cannot be shrink, it cannot grow. It is fixed only. If you want to shrink, if you want to get that kind of array, use a list for that. They are going to see the list also, okay. The disadvantages of array, they are becoming the advantages of the list over here. It is the better version of array. Okay, version 2.0 for array is list. Okay, this was 1.0, 2.0, advanced version. List we are going to see later on. Okay, but array you cannot grow and shrink. So far clear? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody who is having any smallest, simplest question, they can ask me. You can talk to me. If you have any question, you can talk to me, okay? No question so far? Okay. Okay. Now, already I have created one array. Okay, let me just delete this, okay? Let us create one array and let us see how to input the data from user, okay? I'm starting with the integer array, okay? I'm creating a roll number array, okay? New integer. Say, for example, we are storing the record of 5 students only, right? Same way, I am storing the marks of these students also, okay? And same way, say, for example, I want to store the contact number of these students also, okay? I want to store these 3 fields, okay? To input this data from user. This is an empty array, right? Nothing is there. Okay. If it's an empty array, let me show you one more thing. This is the difference between C, C++, and Java. Okay, let me show you one more thing. If I'm writing a loop just to print this value, okay, there is no value inside it. They're uninitialized, okay. There is no value inside it. Even though if I try to print it, what will happen? Let us see. I've just created the array, okay. They are just these blank spaces, right? I haven't stored anything inside it, okay. These are nothing but 5 different blank spaces of integer and this double and long, okay. 5 empty spaces, okay. What if there is no data inside it? Even if I want to print it, how will I print it? Let us see. One loop to rule every single array. One loop to rule them all, which is that loop that I'm showing to you, okay? Of course, you can use any loop, any construct. You can use while, you can use do while, whatever you feel comfortable with, you can use, okay? There is no harm in using any other type of loop, okay? I'm showing you one simple loop to rule everything. The reason we are using integer over here is that any array that you want to access, or you want to initialize, or you want to print, or you want to do any single thing, you want to manipulate, you want to do any single thing in an array, we know that these indices are always of type integer. Indices will never be dodu or a d or hadabe or hadakrand, right? Indices will always be whole numbers. They will not be 2.5 or 3.5. As indices are of whole numbers, I know that I can access a of 0 like this. I know a of 1 like this, a of 2 like this. In short, all these indices are nothing but whole numbers. They are not 1.5. They are not Dodu. Okay, they are complete whole numbers. So that is the reason I can rename this complete block that you can see here with a small variable I, a smallest variable I. Okay, and I can start that I with 0. Okay, and I can run this loop till the length of the array. Okay, the length of the array is 5 over here, and the last possible element that it can take is 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It will never be 5. 5 is an alarm over here, right? Because only 5 values can be stored up till index 4 over here. Okay, then I am incrementing it by 1. I am just accessing it. Okay, why I want to access it sequentially? I want to go to A of 0 first, then I want to go to A of 1, then I want to go to A of 2, then A of 3, and then A of 4. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is accessible, controllable by this for loop. Okay, control, yeah, I have given it to this for loop. Now, which array I want to access? Okay, I want to access roll number array with ith index. Okay, if I was 0, it will be roll number of 0. If I of 1, roll number of 1, increment I of 2, roll number of 2. Are you getting this? And I'm simply printing it over here. I'm simply trying to print this complete array of all the indices. I'm printing all the indices over here. Okay, it is going to work for roll number of 0 also, for roll number of 1 also, right? Till roll number of 4. Okay, when it becomes 5, the condition is false and it terminates the loop. So far clear what I am doing here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I lost the, oh, I lost the, yeah, I lost the connection. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, till what we have discussed, I don't know. Till what we you were there.
Yes, ma'am. Till here.
Till here you were there. Okay, okay, okay.
Yes,
Then I
ma'am.
lost the
Yes,
connection.
yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. Yes, yes, okay. So what I'm doing here, I'm just printing this. Okay, I've done nothing over here. I'm just printing this array. This loop clear? If anybody is having the smallest doubt, talk to me, raise your hand. I'll explain this. Without this, you will not be able to, perform any programs in array. Okay, not even array, not even string. You will not be able to do anything if you don't know this much. You
Why
raise
it's
your hand.
showing 0?
Yes, yes. Why? Why? Can you
It's
repeat the
showing
question?
0.
Oh, I'm coming to that point, but I was asking this question initially first. Anybody, any question? Okay, I'll do it one more. No problem. No problem. I'll do it once more. See, what we are doing here is what I'm explaining here is, if you are having an array, Darshan, can you tell me this will start with 0? That you know, right, Darshan? You have to talk to me, huh? I will not be able to switch between this and this.
Yeah,
again.
ma'am. Yeah.
Good, okay. And you know that the size is 5, okay?
5.
So elements, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are there, that you know, right? But as it starts with 0, we always know that the 0th element is from no distance from the array itself, so it is starting with 0. Now, the last element will always be n minus 1.
N
Okay?
minus 1. Yeah.
Correct. Now, this indices that you are seeing, if I want to print this element, if these values are stored inside this data, if I want to print this value, I have to access it like A of 0. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Right. If I
Because
want
0
to
is
print
showing the
15, yes. If I want to print 15, I'll print A of 4. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes. If I want to print 13, I'll print
Array of 3. Sorry, 2.
A of 2, correct? Okay, good.
Yeah.
If I want to print all of them in a sequence, in an order, then I have to print A of 0,
0
then
of 1.
A of 1,
A of
then
2.
A of 2, then A
A
of
of
3, and A of 4, right?
4.
Now this you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all these numbers that you are seeing on the screen, right?
Yeah.
These numbers itself, no. When we say that these numbers are of type integer,
Yeah.
right? If they are of type integer, I can create a variable of type integer, okay? And I can make that variable here in such a way that I will change from 0
0
to,
to 4.
okay, right?
Yeah.
And to change this variable from 0 to 4, I'll use a for loop. As I want to change it, I want to parse it, I want to traverse the complete array, I'll put a for loop that starts with 0 and runs till 4. Okay. Incrementing it only by 1 because by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Increment itself by 1 itself. No. So
ma'am.
I'm
Okay,
starting with 0 and okay, running incrementing by 1 and
Incrementing
printing.
by 1.
Okay. Are you getting this? Anybody having any question in this much? You can raise your hand. I'll explain it to you again also. Accessing the array is only the game of indices. If you know the indices, you are the master of array. That's all. Okay. Anybody having any questions? Hello?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Okay. Now coming to this point. This is the difference between, I was coming to this point only. The difference between C and C++ and Java arrays is default values are stored inside this. C, even if you haven't stored anything inside it, all the arrays, if it is of double type, then the default value stored will be 0.0. If it is of long type, 0L. If it is of integer type, 0. Or even if it is of character type, then empty character, like this, empty string, like this. Even if you haven't saved any value inside it, it will not return garbage. There is no concept of garbage in Java. Garbage values doesn't exist, okay? Like in C and C++, if the values are not assigned, then the value will be, that variable will print garbage to you, but here you don't have garbage, okay? Even if you create a variable and you haven't assigned any value to it, okay? If I create a variable, if I print this variable over here without assigning value to it, it's going to be an error. Why? Because garbage doesn't exist here. So it is showing me variable I might not have been initialized. Means it will not allocate garbage value to this. It will allocate nothing, and nothing. You cannot print a variable with no value. You need to at least give some value to it. Okay. Same is the case in array also. There is no concept of garbage in Java. So whatever arrays that you are creating, they will have their default values automatically initialized. If somebody says that I am not initializing any value over here, if I still access it, is it okay? Yes, you can still access it, only if the language is Java. In C and C++, they will return garbage value over here. But here, it will automatically initialize to the default values of this data type in the backend. You need not to do that explicitly, okay? You need not to mention here that this I should be initialized to 0 initially. No. Automatically in the backend, it gives 0 or the default value to that array. If, for instance, if I'm printing here, instead of roll number, I'm printing here marks, okay? Then the output will be of type double. Double marks, so it is going to print 0.0 here. See, always it prints the default value. Are you getting it? It will never initialize it with some garbage value. No, it will always keep the default values when you are creating the array, but not in the case of variable. For variable, you need to explicitly give them a certain value. Only then you'll be able to access it. But in array, as this memory is allocated in the heap memory, stack cannot work with garbage value. Stack, you need to give the value. Even in the heap memory, even when you are creating this, see, I'm showing you. When you are string null, I'm going to open it later on, but still, if you are mentioning that string variable is having no value, then you have to mention here null, because automatically this variable is going to have default value empty string in the backend. If you don't want it to have any value, you need to explicitly mention that str is having no value null. Null and this both are different. This means a value which is not even space or no value. No value and null both are different. Okay. Even with strings also, garbage is never assigned. Even with this integers also or primitive data type also array, garbage is never assigned. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So even if somebody asks you, you are creating an array, but you are not initializing any value to it, will it print garbage or is this an error or something? It is not an error. It prints the default value of that integer. Okay, of that data type. Now the question is, if I want to input these values from user in every single in this, I want to input values. What shall I do here? Can you tell me? If I want to input values, what is the next thing that I have to do?
तो एक और for loop same but वहाँ पे input लेंगे for loop के अंदर print नहीं करेंगे.
Okay, I don't want to print. Okay, I want to take input. Okay, I assume that I want to take input of roll number array. Then how shall I do it? How shall I frame the statement?
Okay, ma'am. N integer n equal to.
And the integer n equals to
roll number sc dot roll number.
Okay.
Sorry. N के पहले roll number of I कर दो.
Yes, this will be roll number of I, right? I want to input the first value. When I is 0, think in the back end. Okay, think like a compiler. I is 0. Replace 0 in your mind. In your mind, this should be automatically created. Okay. Now roll number 0. First value I want to input. Okay. Roll number is of which data type? Integer, right? Yes. Scan dot.
Next int.
Yes, correct. Right. Good. One input you have taken. Is it compulsory to make 3 different loops for 3 different inputs?
Ma'am, pardon the question.
No, ma'am. You can take in one for loop only, but
yes, correct.
Statement डाल दो तो user को पता चले.
Yes, correct. Yes. What I was asking is, for inputting 3 different arrays, do I need 3 different loops here? Do I need 3 different loops for inputting 3 different values in different arrays? Like marks of I equals to scan dot next int. Do I need this? Next double, sorry. If the loop is running for the same amount of time in iteration, you can club these statements, no? See? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting this? If I am entering, this means that if I am entering for one student, okay, if I am entering, enter the details, okay, details of student with index, okay, index plus I, okay, I am printing here I, you are entering the detail, all the details of I, the student, okay, so I am keeping here I only, no. So when I is 0, you are entering the details for 0th student. This is going to be saved in R of 0 only, right? This will be in marks of 0 only. And this will be in contact number of 0 only. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Because what is I? 0, 0, 0, right? So scan dot next long. Okay, I am inputting everything. Okay, here. Good. So if I increments, then if input is taken, okay, now I increments by 1. When I increments by 1, enter detail of the first student, R of 1, okay, then the details will be stored in roll number of 1, marks of 1, and contact number of 1. Are you getting this? Hello? People, are you getting this, what I am doing here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Only few are answering, others are still sleeping. Manushali, you are there. Dipen, Harshvardhan, Jay, Josh, Meghna, Nidhi, Netik, Patik, Pranjul. Pranjul is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Saif Ali, Samir Alam, Sushil Prasad. Both the Tushars, both the Darshans.
Yes,
you are able to get this right? Okay, good. So I am entering the detail for 0th student first. All details are entered for 0th student, and for 1, for 2, till 4 it is going to run properly, okay? It is going to enter these many details for 3 times. Now if I want to print the details, input thai gyu chhe, I want to print the details, okay? I'll run the same loop, yeah, because the same loop is used for indexing, no? The same loop you will use for printing also, okay? Same loop, but instead of inputting, now I'll put here roll number of I want to print roll number of I, okay. Same thing, I want to print, say for example, contact number of I, and I want to print marks of I, right? This is for printing, okay? The details are, I am printing this, all right? What I am doing here is, I have created 3 arrays of 5 sizes. 0 to 5, I am running the loop and inputting all the details in one single loop. For one student itself, it is going to ask me 3 details. I am entering it 3 details very calmly, okay? Input is done. Then I am printing the details with the same loop, because with the same loop only you can index with the same method 0 to 4. With the same method you can index, you can input, you can print, you can do whatever with the same loop, okay? Same loop I am using to print the details, okay? If we see the output, let us run and see the output, okay? Okay, I'm just for now I'm reducing the size, otherwise it is going to ask me this input 15 times, right? 3 arrays, no. Each of 5 size, 15 times I have to enter here details, okay? What I am doing is I'm reducing the size to 3, okay? I'm reducing the size to 3 just to show it to you. I'm reducing this also to 3. Reducing this also to 3, okay? So it is going to ask me 9 values. Let's rerun and check, okay? Okay, details of the student with index 0. This is executed right now, okay? First student I am entering. Roll number is 1. He has got 50 marks. Contact number is some big number. Index number 2 means position number 2, index number 1. Second is the roll number. He has secured 75 marks. This is his contact number, okay? And index number 2, 3 students are there. No, 0, 1 and 2. Last student, okay? His roll number is 3. He has scored 100 marks. And his contact number is some this big number. Okay, and you press enter. Okay, once you press enter, the details are, what is the details? It is printing roll number first. First is roll number, first student's marks, and the first student's this contact number. Then second, I increment size is 1. Roll number of 1, marks of 1, contact number of 1. Okay, these are the details. Again, I increment size equals to 2. Roll number of 2, marks of 2, contact number of 2. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Are these things clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Very clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Okay. One more thing I want to show it to you. If I want to display these details not with println, no. I want to print these details with /t separated by 5 spaces. Then also I can do no. I can put here /t, no. I am putting here /t, okay. Plus I'll put here marks of I. I am concatenating it, okay, with spaces. You can even manually put as many number of spaces you want, and I am putting here contact number of I. With one single statement only this can be done in a tabular format, like a table, okay. So now whatever details you are entering, okay, it is going to be printed in form of, I am just entering random values for now. Okay, see, like this it can be stored, no. Roll number /t, marks, 5 spaces, contact number. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
What I am doing here? Are we clear with this? Are we clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Yes. Only Tushar is answering. Others are still sleeping in the class. Can you repeat? Can anybody of you repeat what we have done today? Okay. What we have done today? Can anybody of you repeat? Simple. Can you repeat what we have done?
Ma'am, first of all, we discussed taking string inputs from user.
Taking input string from user, correct. Then
we started array.
Then we started with array, okay. Then in array, what we have done?
Taking input and accessing array elements and then printing them out one by one.
Correct. Print, inputting the data from user, using scanner class, right? Index is what is the use of index, how to frame the loop, okay. And then inputting the data and then printing or accessing the data, okay. Anybody having any questions in this? You can raise your hand. I am free only. See, I am here to solve your queries from scratch. Okay. Any questions, you stay in the class. Okay. Accessing array elements. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Good. Yes. Anybody is having the simplest questions, stay in the class. Okay. I'll take the attendance. Others can leave. Those who have questions, stay in the class. Talk to me. Without talking to me, don't go. Okay. Simplest question also, talk to me. Right. I'll take the attendance, but don't leave if you have errors. If you have questions, don't leave the class. Okay. Okay. Ayush is not there. Rohan,
Present, ma'am.
Bipin, Manav,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Anuj, okay. Riddhi,
Present, ma'am.
Riddhi, both are present. Yes. Yashraj, Jash,
Yes, ma'am.
Mansi, Nikita.
Present, ma'am.
You are not there in the lab, beta. Nikita, you are not in the lab.
Yes, ma'am. I was not well.
Okay. Manthan,
Present, ma'am.
yes. Smith,
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Devansh,
Present, ma'am.
there. Devyajit is there. Yashang,
Yes, ma'am.
Dipen,
Yes, ma'am.
Tushar is there. Yash,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
yes. Manyar, Parmar, both are present. Udayraj,
Yes, ma'am.
Sharma is present.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Ivanchi, Janvi, Bhanushali,
Present, ma'am.
yes. Arshvardhan. Arshvardhan is not there.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Yes. Vijayaraj,
Present, ma'am.
yes. Pradhanya,
Present, ma'am.
Bharati present. Avinash, Anjul is present. Limbani is there. Limbani, are you getting what we have done in the class today?
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting it.
Okay. Arjun is present, all right. Maharana, Tanmay Raj,
Yes, ma'am.
Vignesh Prasad, Sanjwani, Sushil Prasad, Dhruvi,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Netik,
Present, ma'am.
Dharmik,
Present, ma'am.
Muhammad, Runal,
Present, ma'am.
Present. Ma'am, Mohammed Kaif present.
yes. Muhammad Kaif present. Nidhi Jain present.
Present, ma'am.
Yes. Arpit, okay. Meghna,
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, Arpit present, ma'am. 38.
Present.
okay. Yes. Yash,
Present.
Bhavdeep, Divya. Divya is there? Okay. Saif Ali, Samir Alam, both are there. Isha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Vibhusha.
Present, ma'am.
Yes. Om Parik. Aditya.
Yes, ma'am. Present. Aditya.
Yes. Kriplani. Both the Adityas are present. Aditya Jain is present. Zaid Khan.
Present, ma'am.
Yes. Priyank. Tushar. Another
Present,
Tushar is
ma'am.
also absent. Or this? Okay, present. Yes.
No,
Nikita.
present.
Yes, present. Yeah. Yes. Girish
Present, ma'am.
is there. Yes. Pathik. Pathik was also there.
Yes.
Pathik is there. No. Yes. Okay. Enrollment number 62. 62. Shri is there. 61. No. 59. Yes. 60.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. 63. Rima was there in the class. He was there. Yeah, he is there. Okay. 65. 73.
Yes, ma'am. 73.
Yes. Mohammed is present. Darshan Raj.
Yes, ma'am.
Present, ma'am. Darshan Raj.
Yes, yes. Smriti is
मैम
there.
जिग्नेश प्रसाद इज आल्सो प्रेजेंट। ये वो मेरे को चैट बॉक्स चेक कर लीजिए, आप देख लो।
Who is present, beta?
जिग्नेश प्रसाद,
Jignesh Prasad.
उसकी
Okay,
माइक
okay.
ऑन नहीं हो रही है।
No problem. Yes, yes. Vaishali is there, right? Vaishali is not there. Vasu. Kunal Joshi.
Present, ma'am.
Yes, and Bollywood is present. Yes. Yes, yes. If you have questions, you can
Ma'am,
say.
what is the-
Jaideep, I have marked you present. Yes.
Ma'am, what is the due date for assignment 3?
Assignment 3, you still have 15-20 days for that. Okay, 25th is the last day. 25th February.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. So you have 15 days, no, for that. I have the questions are more, no. So I have kept
Yes,
the
ma'am.
bigger.
25 questions.
Yes, yes, yes. But you will be doing it in the lab also, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, ma'am.
In the lab, we can work on that, but not all of them in the lab. Huh? Personally, you do it, then questions will be solving. Yes, 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 of course.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. Pala is present. Okay, fine. Then Dinesh Prasad, I have marked. Arjun, I have marked you also present. Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, yes, yes.
How will you print the data in table format?
Okay, in tabular format. Okay. See, you know this much. This much is clear to you. Inputting the data and all. This is clear
Yes,
to
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, good. Now, if you have 3 arrays are there here with me, right? I want to print all the 3. Okay. Then the index is same only, right? The for loop what you have created, no, it will be going to be same for printing also. Same
Yes,
loop
ma'am.
for accessing, same loop for printing. Okay, copy paste only. Now, if you want to print ith roll number, you want to print it in a sequence, roll number, then 5 space I want to add, okay. Then I can even use /t or I can use manual 5 spaces like this. Okay.
Okay.
I am concatenating string with the input, with this string with this value that I want to print. Okay. Again, concatenate the variable name that you want to print after 5 spaces. Okay. So I want to print roll number, concatenation of the space is printed over here. Then I want to concatenate the marks variable, which I want to print. Marks are printed over here. Again, I want to concatenate space. Whenever you see concatenation, no, always 2 plus will be there. Always 2 plus will be there, okay. And in between, whatever you are printing in double quotation is printed as it is in the output screen. So variable name, concatenate space, concatenate variable name again. The sequence. Do you see the sequence?
Necessary to print 5 spaces, or it will be any number?
Any number. If you want to print here only 3 spaces, totally your choice. Depends how you want to print. Okay, not always to print 5 spaces. No. It is not mandatory to print 5 spaces. Yes.
And if I use /t, how many spaces does it print?
5 space. See, this is 3 space. If you use /t like this, no, /t. One /t will put 5 space. /t will put 5 space. Okay, in between this. So putting 5 spaces manually like this or putting /t, both are same. Whichever way you're comfortable with, you can use. Okay, no worries in that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm not able to get output, ma'am. It's saying exception in thread. Index to out.
Yeah, share your screen, but I'll help you out.
Yeah, ma'am.
Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, ma'am. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Yeah. Okay. Size is 2, no?
Yeah, ma'am.
See, if the size is 2, you are running the loop for 0, 1, and 2. 3 times the loop is going to run, no?
Yeah, ma'am.
And the size is only 2. So only 2 elements can be stored in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
0 ને 1 બે જ આવશે ને તેમ કહું છું.
હા.
Correct. Yes, 0 ને 1 એટલે બે એલિમેન્ટ થઈ ગયા એટલે થઈ ગયું.
બે એલિમેન્ટ થઈ ગયા. હા.
ગ્રુપ ને ચેન્જ કર 0 ને 1 કરી નાખ ત્યાં.
Yeah,
ત્યાં
ma'am.
હા. લેસ ધેન 2 કર નાખ એટલે 0 ને 1 બે ચાલશે ને.
હવે થઈ જશે, ma'am.
Okay, still try. Yes. Run and check.
અરે
You have to enter. No problem. હવે enter કર કાંઈ વાંધો નહીં. You can enter it now. No problem. Yes. Enter the details. Yes. Correct. For the another student. Okay. Correct.
Yeah, ma'am.
Right. Getting it.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Yes, you all can leave the session. Divya, do you have any questions for me? Okay, yes, Pima, you were saying something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I want to submit my assignment 1, ma'am.
Yes, you can show it to me here itself.
Yes, ma'am. Right. Let me show right now, ma'am.
Yes, you can share your screen.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, I can see your screen. Yes.
Yeah, this is question number 1, madam. Assignment.
Okay. Oh, you have inputted the logic for that February also, whether it is a leap year or not. Oh, okay. Good. Yes. Question number 1. Okay. Correct. Yes. Question number 2.
Yeah, madam. Question.
No. I'll just see the code and I'll understand whether it is working or not.
Okay, ma'am. Now question number 2, ma'am.
Yes. Let me see. For day, you are mentioning the Monday is there, and then you are mentioning. Okay, this program I was already seen, Pima. This is fine. I've already seen it before. Yes. Oh, okay. This one. For weight, you have used the else if ladder. If the weight is beyond this, then the package cannot be shipped. Okay, correct. Yes, Pima. Good. Next. Okay. Three edges you are entering. X1, Y1, X2, Y2, X3, Y3. Okay. You are computing the validation you are doing. Okay, input is valid. Okay. Yes. If it is valid, then only you are finding that, okay, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, whole root. That is S1, 3 sides. And summation of all the 3 is perimeter. Okay, good. Correct. Yes. It is.
Madam.
Yeah.
How can I create this formula, madam? I got this from Google, madam. It's very difficult for me to create formula, madam.
Okay.
So it's easy.
Okay. It is what? Summation of 2 sides should be greater than summation of other side, right? See, one side should be bigger than the other 2. That is what we are talking here. Yes.
Right, madam. Like
Yes.
this, right, madam.
Yes, exactly.
X1 plus.
Yes. Y1.
I felt like this, madam.
Okay. No. You break the formula down. Okay. The thing that is before or it is one condition. Okay. Break the formula down and then you'll understand. The summation of 2 sides should be greater than the another one. That is it was written in the program also. If it is valid, then the sides cannot be same, right? The summation of 2 sides, another one should be bigger than the summation of both the sides, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Show me the next question. Okay, here you are inputting. Okay, you have mentioned the infinite loop. Whenever the input is 0, you are breaking it. Otherwise, you are summing it. Okay, and you are again inputting the new integer. Okay, correct. But you don't need to input 2 integers here also. See, input you can mention. Oh, okay, you are entering it there. Okay, fine. Okay, yes. Correct. Show me the next question. Yes, this is the. Oh, okay. Yes, multiples question, right?
Yes, ma'am. Logic. You have teach me, ma'am.
Yes. You understood this question. Show me.
Yes, madam. It's easy.
Yeah. Very good. Yes. Correct. Very nice, Pima. Yes. Show me the next question. Okay. Oh, this is the ABCD, right? It is easy, right, Pima?
Yes, ma'am. It's easy.
Yes, character, convert it into character. That's it. Very good. What about the next question? Yes. Yes. Starting and ending.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Show me the next question. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Printing the pattern. Oh, okay. You got this. Print and println, right? You got the difference, right?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Good, good, good. Yes. Show me the next question. Very good. Oh, okay. Yes. Next question. Question number 10. Again, pattern, right? ABCD pattern, no, Bhima? You understood that?
Yes, madam. It's easy, madam.
Okay, using character only you can do, right?
Yes, madam. Madam, but I have one question, madam.
Yes.
To print like this, madam, let me run this, madam.
Okay. Right click and run file. Right click. Okay, okay.
Yeah. There is output, madam.
Correct.
Yeah, right, madam.
Yes, yes, it is right. It is right, but
Yeah, if, madam, if in place of B, if there is a hash, madam, and there is a star, how can I put, madam, like this, madam?
Oh, okay, that question. Okay, Bhima, is it okay if I explain that to you in the lab? Is it okay in the lab if you do that question? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, we'll do it in the lab, all right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, 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 yes. Bye, Prima.